So before we get started in the video, just want to say please leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, and also make sure to hit your notification bell. I also want to mention all the equipment and stuff that we'll be talking about today will be put down in the description with links so you guys can check that out. So we're going to start off talking about the computer I use. I actually use a gaming computer that I built myself. I never really had any intention of using it for editing videos or music or anything. It was way back. It was probably about 4 or 5 years when I made it. But it's a hefty computer. It does what it needs to do for gaming and everything. It's right on the edge for editing, but it's still good enough where it can edit and everything. It's just like the playback has issues. I'm not going to talk about the computer so much on this video because that's something you're going to have to look into, or I'll make a whole nother video about. Building a computer or buying a computer for editing music is a whole nother thing. When you're watching this video, I'm kind of considering that you already have a computer. So yeah, if you want me to make a video about editing computers and stuff, just let me know. So from there, we're just gonna move on down the line like you saw in the intro video. We got our mics. My mics are MXLs. I have an instrumental mic and a condenser mic. It came with the audio interface I'm gonna show you next. So we have the MXL 550 and the MXL 551. Now, I don't use a MXL 551 that often. I don't have much need for instrumental mic usually. And as you guys see in the videos and everything, I actually just plug my guitars right in, or just use my condenser mic for the drums and everything. I feel like when I just plug my instruments in, I have more control and everything. I can get the sound exactly how I want it. And also, for those of you who ask what my mic is and everything, wondering how I get such a great sound, it's really not because of the mic. This mic, I believe, I have a link down below. I can't remember the price right now, but I believe this mic is like a $40 or $50 mic. I mean, it comes together with another one if you buy it with just the pack, like just the mics and not the audio interface, but I'm pretty sure it's like a $40, $50 mic. So yeah, you get your good quality sound and everything from editing and doing all that good stuff. You don't really need $200 mic or you don't even need like $100, I guess $100 mic. I might upgrade to a $100 mic. It might make it easier, but cheap mic, like $40, $50 mic, I'm pretty sure. You don't need a $200, $300 mic unless you're doing like really professional stuff and you have the money for it. And that's another thing. My whole setup is probably under $400, I would say. I don't know if the audio interfaces have gone up in price or anything, but even the audio interface is like $200. And this comes with it. So now we're gonna move on to the audio interface, and this is the one and only audio interface I've had forever now. I got it like 3 or 4 years ago. It's a Focusrite Scarlett 2i4. They had a lot of different versions of this. They have even more different models and makes now. I'm actually pretty sure that they don't even make this one anymore. They made an upgraded, like they have different generations, they call them, where they upgrade them and everything, and I'm pretty sure this is like the second generation. I'm not for sure, but I remember looking it up last time I looked for the link for one of these, and they don't make them anymore. They do have an upgraded version, which I would imagine has better parts in it and everything. But this one is actually more expensive than a cheaper one you can get. You get the one port where you can just put one port in, like a guitar or something, plug in a condenser microphone and record your vocals, and then you could plug in a guitar to it also, and then you could record guitars over that. I like to do it kind of more live, so I just plug it. I wanted to get the one with 2. And also, if you see how they're like a universal adapter, so you can do the microphone plugins or the guitar cable plugins. I would recommend this to anyone. This is like solid. It's never given me any problems. You can see you got your monitor here. This is for like listening to your playback or your input, which is like playback of the song on a software, something that you're using, or if you're actually listening to your computer audio. It also powers your mic. See this 48 volt button right here? So you don't have to get an extra little power pack to plug into the interface or something that powers your mics. I don't know a lot about that, but I know that it's a thing and you have to have it if your audio interface doesn't have it. You have all of your outputs and everything for speakers and monitors. But yeah, we're gonna make another video for this thing, and we're gonna go in more detail of it and show you how to use it a little bit better and show you some little tips and tricks on it, get you working up with it if you decide to buy it. But yeah, you can't go wrong with one of these. And like I said, if you go to look at this one in the description, it probably isn't the exact one, but it's a newer and better version because I'm pretty sure they don't make this one anymore. But there also is other versions, like I said, so make sure if you want to buy something a little bit cheaper, they have a lot of different products to choose from. They're really good. So the second thing we got going on for us right here in the lineup that you saw is our external hard drive. I hooked this sucker up to my computer. It keeps all my videos, pictures, anything that has to do with anything with editing anything or YouTube or anything I put on here, except for the software and stuff that I use to edit. This one in particular is a 3 terabyte, so I don't really have to worry about anything. Also, my computer has like a 2 terabyte hard drive already on it, so but a little bit overkill there. But yeah, you really want one of these if you're going to be doing any kind of large work or anything. It helps to have a SSD. If you don't know what that is, you might want to go look that up, but it just pretty much, it's a hard drive, but it works a lot faster and everything. I am going to be putting one of those in my computers because those actually help with your software and stuff. You put your software on that and it like processes it all a lot quicker and everything. It just helps a lot with the playback problems that people usually have with certain like free video editing software, music editing software. So yeah, you're gonna need yourself one of these. You don't necessarily really need it. You're gonna be deleting all your stuff if you don't get one, but I don't like deleting my stuff, so I hoard it all on this thing. Alright, so really that's all I got, other than what I use to make the music and everything with like instruments and everything, which we can do a video on that too. I do have a webcam. I just got a Logitech 1080p HD webcam. I could have got a lot better one, but I just wanted one for live streams, so I have it when I do my live streams and everything. You gotta be careful with webcams. For some reason lately, they skyrocketed in price ever since the COVID-19 thing, because this one is actually a cheaper version of a better one that I could have gotten. That used to be like 60, 50 bucks, and now for some reason they've gone up to 200 bucks on Amazon. Seems kind of illegal. It seems kind of weird, especially considering that it's like a 10-year-old webcam that still is like relevant. It's kind of weird, but so that one works just fine. I'll put that in the description for you guys just to throw that in there. Oh, I don't want to forget headphones. Now, I don't have monitors at the moment. I'm still figuring out the whole monitor thing, and I think I really need some, but I have these Resident Audio. I have a link for them in the description. I've had them forever now. They came with the audio interface along with the mics. They're called R100s, the model, anyways, and they sound good. I mean, I don't know if it's because I've been using them. They're kind of small, and they're actually pretty comfortable for being how small they cover my ears. I don't have really big ears. But yeah, I've been using these for like 4 years now, 4 or 5 years, and this is what I use to listen to my music when I'm editing and everything. The only thing I did do, I don't know if you can see it right here, but I ended up getting some glue and I put it right there, so because the cord doesn't go into there really nicely and it like wobbles a lot, so I glued it onto there so I don't have to worry about the wire getting pulled loose or anything. So I guess we can talk about the audio software that I use, the audio editing software. It's actually a Pro Tools first. It's a free audio editing stuff. You guys should know. I have videos of it in the past where I showed you how I went and quick edited some of my music for YouTube. Cut. I use that for all of my audio editing and everything. And then we go into the video editing, and then that's where I use DaVinci Resolve. I don't know if you heard of that, but it's a really, really good free video editing software once you get a hang of it, and it's not that hard to learn. It really helps to learn some of the shortcuts for sure when you're editing and cutting and stuff, but it's pretty easy. We'll probably end up making a video on that too. And also another big thing that I have is my amp, which if you have an amp laying around and it's a more recent amp, they have them where you can actually hook them into your audio interface and you can actually record your sound from your amp, and you can set up your amp everywhere. So what I actually have is my amp. It's a Boss Katana Mark II 50 watt. And what you can actually do with the amps nowadays is they have a port in the back where you can plug it in for recording, and it goes in with a guitar cable. It goes into your audio interface into the back of your amp, and then you plug your guitar up into your amp and you get how you want the sounds and everything, and then you can record it on your audio interface. I don't know if you can see it, but it's laying back there in that box, actually, in that chair. I still have it in the box because I want to keep it safe from my 3-year-old that runs around. But yeah, that's all the equipment I have, and like I said, other than the computer, all this audio interface with the mics and the mic stands. I do have 2 mic stands that came with it. You can actually get the bundle with the audio interface, which actually probably save you some money. But you can buy it separately also if you want to. So you can like pick different mic if you want to. Like I said, that's a cheap mic. You can buy a better mic, but really, you hear what I do with my music, it sounds pretty good, I'd say, and other people say it sounds pretty good, but it's not to do with the mic itself unless it's really bad and you get a lot of background noise and something's wrong with it. It's more about the editing and what you do with the EQ, mostly the EQ and the compressors and limiters and all that. So yeah, it's a really cheap at-home studio that you can build, and you know it's good because I've been using it and you see my videos, so it works and stuff. I wouldn't recommend it to you guys if it didn't work. Same way with this amp or any links that I have in my description. All those things work. I wouldn't recommend them to you guys if they didn't work. I hope this video helps answer your question a little bit. And also, I'm going to be making videos on every single thing that we went over, from the computer to the audio interface to the amp to the microphones even. We're gonna look into the microphones a little bit more. I'm gonna do a lot of research on that. So yeah, we got a lot of videos coming up, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.